Hey folks, Jayborino here, welcome back, playing some more StarCraft 2 Nova Covert Ops, heading into Mission 5, Night Terrors. Though she was too late to stop the infestation of Tyrador 9, Nova has rescued the planet's civilian survivors from both the Zerg and the Tal'Darim, but her efforts have also strengthened the defenders of man, who have claimed the credit for the evacuation. This mission is a bit longer, but it is quite fun. We're going to be facing off against infested Terrans and the Tal'Darim.
Leaving thousands dead on Tyrador 9. But this attack also heralds an alarming new development. The return of the Protoss. Tensions run high in the wake of the battle. It is unclear whether the Protoss meant to eliminate the Zerg, or us as well. We've reached out to General Davis of the Dominion's Armed Forces for comment. General?
This is a terrible tragedy, Kate. My heart goes out to all its victims. The Dominion must protect them. Now, as for the Protoss...
Nova, we have a guest. May I introduce Alarak, High Lord of the Tal'Darim.
For creatures with such short lifespans, you Terrans are always so eager to die.
What do you want?
The same as you. To annihilate the defenders of man. They destroyed a remote Tal'Darim outpost, and then scurried away before the Death Fleet could retaliate. Such brazen disrespect demands retribution. I will exterminate them like the pests they are. And you will find them for me. From what I understand, that's your area of expertise.
If I knew where they were hiding, I'd already be there. But I can't remember anything.
So you were once one of them. Well, you may be more useful than I anticipated. I suppose you've already attempted to restore your memories. Terran minds are so malleable. What you require is Terrazine.
Terrazine? I don't even have access to it.
But I do. I will lead you to its source in exchange for you taking me to the defenders of man. Do we have a bargain?
We do. For now.
Good. But be prepared, Terran. You are in for a challenge.
Rigel, what do we know about Jarbin Minor?
Very little. The Emojan Protectorate sent a research colony to it years ago, but lost contact with their personnel. No one knows why.
That's disturbing. Well, let's go find out what happened here.
The High Lord's coordinates lead us to this drop zone. It appears that his forces have already established a position nearby. Their movements indicate that they'll be competing with you for control of the Terrazine on this world.
Why would they do that?
Perhaps Alarak intends for you to cull his weakest warriors. The Tal'Darim prize strength above all else. You'll have to fight your way to the extraction devices, then defend them whilst they harvest. I'll activate our Ravens and Liberators to assist you.
I don't know how you get access to everything, but I'm grateful, Rigel. Is there anything else Alarak isn't telling us?
My scans show signs of life in this area, but they're all below the surface.
They probably won't stay that way. I'll be ready.
It's a high-risk operation. And yet, should you prevail, you will have more than enough Terrazine to restore your memories.
Okay, here we go. First thing, we'll watch Kate.
And And now for our latest report. Concerned civilians on Core Hall are planning a protest at the Royal Palace later this evening. They claim that the attack on Tirador 9 is a turning point for the Dominion, and demand that the Emperor take military action against the Zerg and the Protoss. We'll have more updates as this story develops.
Thanks, Kate. All right. Achievements. Destroy 500 units with Liberators. That shouldn't be a problem because we'll be making enough, and the holdout sections, there are plenty of infested Terrans. Then, complete the mission without any extraction devices being destroyed. So this directly conflicts with the Mastery Achievement, which I can talk about on the loading screen. Our rewards, we get mag rail munitions for our units, and then the Holo Decoy for Nova. So let's load out Nova.
You have a new suit available.
I feel that this is Nova's best suit, almost without a doubt. Extra life, extra armor, extra movement speed, extra energy regen rate. You can't permanently cloak, but you can cloak as an ability, and it lasts for a pretty long time. So I think this is a direct upgrade over the tactical stealth suit. So we're going to go with the Apollo infantry suit for most remaining missions. And then I'll go back with the pulse grenade and the canister rifle. This combination works really well against the mini-bosses we have to fight for the optional objectives. And for our units...
I came up with something special for our Liberators. Please, take a look.
Okay, so we have Liberators now. I'm going to switch them over to use smart servos so that they can transform very quick. And then our Ravens, I think I'm going to go ahead and give them the Spider Mines. They have unlimited Spider Mines. It's based on energy instead. Not going to make any Reapers, so it's fine that they have nothing. I could stick with the internalized tech module for the Marauders. That's fine as well. For Siege Tanks, I think I'll go ahead and give them the regenerative Biosteel. Either that or the smart servos are interchangeable on the Liberator and the tank. Hellbats, don't plan on building them. They can turn back and forth into Hellions now faster, and they can shoot while moving. Doesn't matter. Goliaths, I will once again stick with the laser targeting system because I want to hide them behind our tanks and Liberators and have them shoot down incoming enemy air attacks. Banshees also can heal, but instead we'll stick with the permanent cloak. Very cool. With that, let's go ahead and get started. The mastery is to do this without killing any Tal'Darim units. So what you do is you let them destroy the Terrazine harvesting whale prison things, and you don't engage them, and then you finish the mission very quick instead. But again, I'm going to ignore that, and I'm going to get all of my objectives without losing any to the Tal'Darim.
Nova, the Tal'Darim are contacting us directly.
You may have impressed High Lord Alarak in our last battle, but you haven't impressed me. I will be competing with you for the Terrazine in this challenge. May the best warrior ascend to victory.
I think she's still mad about her mothership. This isn't going to be easy.
So I said earlier, this is a bit longer
Nova here.
than previous missions,
Strictly.
but that's okay.
All right, Rigel. Have you identified all of the device locations?
Naturally. Here they are. The Emojins appear to be using biomechanical engineering to facilitate the extraction process.
You can study it later. Right now, I need to get my forces ready to protect the devices while I'm harvesting from them. Damn it. I think I found the missing researchers, Rigel. They're all infested.
Alright, so we'll get this base saturated pretty quick. I'm not too concerned about defending my base right away. Just gonna move forward and try to take this
As you say.
first extraction device pretty quick instead.
Got it.
Okay, the grenade's really useful. We'll just take this stuff out. Our Liberators have the raid loadout or raid artillery or whatever it's called that allows them to attack buildings.
Need something
That's
liberal?
specific for Nova.
Here.
Attention Dominion forces, we need evac. If you help us, we'll help you.
Okay, so I'm just going to be making tanks, some extra Marines, and SCVs. And we're going to get everyone up here to defend for this first extraction device.
Lead the way, Commander. Just get us out when this is over.
Will do, buddy. Let's go and grab an SCV, bring them up here. We want to start this pretty soon. I'm going to just come up here, and I'm going to set up defense on the upper area as well. We're going to have some Nidus Worms that come in with this incoming attack. No, why don't you grab that? Actually, that's down the hill, so that's fine to not... Okay, so let's go ahead and set up this bunker. We're going to take this expansion relatively soon after this. More SCVs, more Marines. Not enough minerals, never mind. Let's just stick with the SCVs instead. We're doing fine in terms of harvesting right now, so let's just wait. I also want to take this expansion relatively fast. By the end of this mission, though, we're going to have so many extra resources. It's going to be wild. Okay, get out of here.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Okay, and then they start clumping up on the way outside of our base. We're going to go ahead and get Nova down here. They're going to come up here and attack. Our tanks auto-repair. That's quite nice. Keep getting SCVs. Okay, we're going to set this up. SCV, you're going to repair.
Nova here.
And that's probably acceptable. I can get one more Liberator as well. Let's just grab another depot. Can also start one more Ghost Academy. All right, Nova, just come down here and kill this group. And then we're going to start this up. Load the Marines in.
My scans show more infested approaching our base.
Your request.
Okay, and then SCV just stay here.
We're off to a good start. The first device is activating. Strange. There's some kind of creature inside the device.
Nova, the extraction process is drawing infested toward the device.
Okay, so here they come, and it's kind of a never-ending wave. This one in particular spawns Nidus Worms. That's what Nova's going to help us with.
Our SCVs are under
We also could throw down some turrets and such. Yeah, so you guys can repair each other. Very nice. And when you're done with that, go ahead and start this command center. Never mind, we can't afford it. That's okay. We're going to get more Liberators. Lots of Liberators, as you can imagine. We also have a nuke ready to go.
base is under attack.
Okay, and then there's going to be another Nidus up here that we got to get to. So let's cloak, and then move on in and just hit it with the grenade, and then just slowly kill it with Nova. Meanwhile, our Liberators are doing good. Go ahead and start this expansion. And then soon after this, the Tal'Darim are going to attack.
Our forces are under attack.
Nova here.
I did put those Hercs inside of one of the bunkers.
Got freedom.
Okay, keep going with the Liberators. I'll get a tech lab on here so we can get some more Ravens.
Operation is at hand.
This challenge will be easily won. Warriors, lead the way to victory.
They are moving to attack a device. If they are successful, there will be one less source of terrazine available to us.
Rigel, bring the ship here. I've got some terrazine ready to go.
Okay, so I'm going to hotkey my production, and we're going to move Nova down here to
Say again?
nuke the incoming Tal'Darim, basically.
On the move.
Shouldn't be a problem. Let's just get my units down here.
Confirm that last.
And then Nova's going to cloak, and then we're going to move her to the other side, and we'll just nuke all the Protoss units, and then we can move in.
The Tal'Darim forces have reached an extraction device. It will be destroyed if we do not intervene.
Bringing out the
Okay, we're about to intervene right here. Kablam. And then let's move on in with everybody.
all hands to battle stations.
Okay, and then we got the fast transform, which is nice. There we go.
Operation is at hand.
And then with that, yeah, again, we'll just keep making Liberators, a couple extra Ravens, Marines, Siege Tanks, whatever we need. And then keep getting this saturated. This base is now saturated as well. Looking good. Again, we won't need much extra Vespene or resources by the end of this in any case, but it's nice to get started. I'm going to grab an armory as well. We can start getting these upgrades.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, that's all pretty acceptable.
Read you. Confirm that last.
And then let's wait for this other tank. I'm going to bring one SCV over here. Nova, why don't you come down here and grab this gas every little bit. She can just use so many abilities with this new suit. It's very, very nice. Okay, so we want to siege the tanks over here.
Got freedom.
And then we need the Liberators to kind of cover these entrances. We'll set one kind of in the back just in case anything gets through. And then tanks over here, and then I'm just going to rally everything into my base. Except maybe the Liberators, that's fine. More supply depots. I'm going to go ahead and start this. It's a little preemptive, but got to do it.
The second device is operational. But we're not getting it without a fight.
I'm going to use my Ravens, throw down some turrets.
Standing by.
Siege up there, Mr. Liberator, Mrs. Liberator.
Nuclear missile ready.
Okay, we got another nuke that can help us push forward into another location. Got some upgrades coming out. I'm going to keep getting Marines, Goliaths for anti-air, and then just more Liberators. I'll get another starport soon as well. This is where my Liberators will get a lot of kills, which is great. Okay, so just shift Q it up here. Just use Nova to keep an eye out for areas that are going to get hit the hardest. These turrets last for a while as well, which is nice. Liberators, Marines. Go ahead and start getting some additional defense over here for the Tal'Darim later. Let's go ahead and upgrade these command centers as well. Okay, nothing's really getting through. This is okay, I'd say. That's what the tanks are for as well. Okay, and we have some attacks that are coming from the bottom, but we have some defense over there with our repairing guys as well as tanks and such. Okay, looking good again, as long as we keep an eye out with Nova.
The Emojin records indicate that the researchers had additional mines here. I'd imagine they had to leave some equipment behind.
Emojin tech is hard to come by. I'll check it out. Another Terrazine canister is ready for pickup.
Okay, next area. I'm just going to go ahead and nuke this right here.
Painting the target.
Just to clear it out so we can go in between faster. Keep getting Ravens. Not Ravens. Liberators. There we go. Everyone get in there.
Attention.
Just make sure you're sieging up with the Liberators because it allows you to get through the map that much faster.
Not enough.
Not enough energy. That's okay. And I probably want to saturate this gas now. Okay, great. So I'm going to keep getting Goliaths and then Marines and Liberators. That's kind of the key here. I'm going to move over and start this one.
Say again.
Terminate another extraction device and teach these weaklings a lesson.
Okay, so I have a nuke here available for this. Also, our Ravens have a healing ability, so let's throw it down and save this stuff. So I'm going to wait for the Tal'Darim to get close, and then we're just going to nuke them as they come in. There we go, and then you all can start making your way up here. Let's get some more turrets over here as well for when the Tal'Darim attack up in that direction. Okay, unsiege. Keep making Marines, tanks, Liberators. And then you all can move on in. I can bring up these extra units here soon enough. I'm going to grab a reactor on this. Maybe a little wacky to do, but I'm going to nuke it. There we go, just to ensure that we took care of it quickly. Okay, so we need to set up our Liberators kind of in a circle around here. Set the siege tanks up in the back. Waiting for the additional units. I'm just going to rally them up into my base. We can start getting some Marauders as well. We are supply blocked. Good stuff. Our defense at home is fine. Keep getting SCVs. I left some gas there. Let's go ahead and start this one. This, again, might be a little preemptive. I don't know.
I've got more Terrazine coming to you, Rival.
Okay, we're going to have some enemies coming up from this direction soon, so that's why I'm going to build this stuff in advance. And then I got to pay attention to what's happening. I'm going to get another Raven as well. Just trying to get... Just get fully... fully maxed out early. Okay, looking good, and then we'll fill this up later. Get one more turret over there is fine. We got these turrets. Cool, and then you can be here to repair. So again, we're going to use Nova specifically to grenade big groups that look quite scary. I'm going to throw down some turrets here or there. That group might get through, so let's... Well, actually, this side over here was scarier. This is why we have Goliaths. Okay, Nova, just kind of hang out back here. Keep throwing down our repair.
I'm detecting more infested heading toward your position.
Don't you ever have good news?
Okay, let's see if we can heal this thing. Keep an eye out on what's going on over here. I think now I just need some extra Goliaths and then just Liberators. The Ravens are great, though.
That's 3 Terrazine deliveries now. Your diligence is paying off, Nova.
Strictly business.
Okay, so I'm going to nuke up here real quick.
I believe some research plans are still in this science facility if you have a moment to look.
I'll check it out.
Stim, grab this. We don't need it, but we'll go and grab it. Keep making SCVs. And then we'll start armor. Now we've got all of this stuff. So we're going to bring all these with us. I'll leave 1 tank because there's going to be incoming Tal'Darim. So you all head on up here with Nova, except Mr. Tank. Just throw a couple guys in here.
Nova here.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is grab this bonus objective first.
I will not be bested by these weaklings again. Warriors, ready your weapons.
Okay, so she's coming to attack
Nova,
us.
you'll want to pay attention. The Tal'Darim are heading for our base.
So we'll intercept them with our army, and we're going to go and grab our first bonus objective with Nova. This is why we took the...
Take command of my forces until I'm done here.
Of course.
This is why I took the snipe ability. It'll kill these things pretty quick.
Say again?
Intruder detected. Defense protocol online.
So I don't think there's much of a point in cloaking here. Okay, that one's dead. Little Doctor Who reference there. And again, we have enough energy where we can just keep sniping like crazy and otherwise just auto-attack. Meanwhile, everything outside is basically paused, so don't worry about that. We're going to kill that Tal'Darim attack as soon as we can after this. Just about got it. There we go.
Loud and clear. I found it. But what are you going to use it for?
Oh, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise, he says. Okay, so let's get out of here.
I'm reading.
Let's unsiege these and go and intercept the Tal'Darim.
Nova here.
And I'd say we're in pretty good shape. Let's just make sure we keep calling down supply. We haven't wasted much money on supply depots because we've been doing that. But at the same time, it's not really necessary. I also want to start bringing SCVs with me as we go around because that'll heal my stuff.
You scared me. SCV ready.
Nuclear missile ready.
Okay, we got a nuke. So let's go ahead and take this group. I've got these SCVs with me as well. I'm going to go to the upper left.
Confirm that
So let's head on up here. And this is so that we can get to the next bonus objective. And then we'll go the other way as well. So we're just going to make our way in here.
You'll never take me alive, you bastards.
I'm just going to set up a bunch of these liberators where possible.
I'm tired of this pathetic battle. Destroy another device, now.
Oh, okay, so they're going to the other side. Never mind. So we'll come back to this in a moment. So you all head on over. We got to get over to this side. Or I could just send Nova to nuke it. That's probably the most prudent course of action. So let's just run her over.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, and then let's get my SCVs in here to repair this because we've got plenty of resources now. And what else do we really want? Just, I guess, liberators, maybe more tanks, Goliaths. And then again, Nova's just going to nuke this. She can take care of this. We already nuked this area, so she can move back and forth through this area with impunity. We just don't want them to be able to get into this themselves and destroy it, because that's one of the achievements.
Another device is in peril.
Time to clean them out.
Okay, so that should take care of this. Most of it, at least. There we go.
Got it.
Okay, so let's run Nova over here to just step on this beacon, and we can set these guys up in the meantime. So there's a lot of stuff that spawns up here.
As you say. Of course.
Well, both directions, really. So we're just going to make sure that we're covered from as many directions as possible. And then it's also good to have a couple right on top, just in case. And tanks set up right in the middle. We can get a few turrets. Never a bad idea. Cool. And then just give me some more
Nova here.
healing devices.
Geyser exhausted.
Okay, great. So as this stuff is exhausted, we'll just run these SCVs up here to heal as well. Nova's on the beacon.
Another device is getting started. We're gonna have company soon.
Got another nuke ready. That's so that we can move up and nuke the next area, I suppose. It really depends. I think it's random where the Tal'Darim decide to attack. At least that's what it seems like sometimes. If I really have to, I can always pause this and go and get the next bonus, because it's right up there. And once we finish this part, then we don't have to... we don't have to kill anything else to get to it. And we can cloak here, grab this, and then leave. This is going fine. Again, sometimes stuff just spawns in random spots, which is good to have like one Liberator covering the other areas. So I mostly focused on Liberators, specifically because of the achievement to get kills with them. And then for the last section, we'll do a lot of tanks, because tanks are quite good as well. Let's grenade here. So my Goliath's helping out with the extra range. Anytime you see where there's a spawned attack like that, you want to be ready with Nova to pulse grenade for sure. I don't know what that guy's doing. Pretty good group up here. Alright, these are getting wiped out as they try to come into our Liberators. And what do we need to nuke? We got some incoming Tal'Darim attacks here. Okay, should be all good. Our tank can heal out of combat. On siege here.
I've got a fresh canister of Terrazine here.
There we go. Got it. Let's just get on over here and repair. I don't know where the Tal'Darim will attack next. That's the thing. So we might want to wait for it, and then we can get... We only have 2 more canisters. They also just attacked me, so there might be a delay from when they head over to the next canister.
Executing.
Canister, whale jail. That's kind of what it is. Alright, snipe is really important on this fight. It makes it go really fast.
Nova here.
Okay, so avoid the green goo.
One of those before. Wait, is there something stuck inside of it?
So this is what infestors used to be, actually, in the original StarCraft 2. Got him.
Executing.
Blightbringer dead.
Ah, it's a prototype for new equipment. You're going to like this, Rigel.
I already do.
So yeah, Blightbringer was the original infestor model
On the move.
back before StarCraft 2 was released. It's a nice little call out there.
That last.
Okay, so let's head over to the next device.
What's that?
We read you.
These are all unsieged. So I think I'm going to head over up here, because if we get these two, we'll intercept any Tal'Darim attacks coming from the
Strike
direction.
the device, Tal'Darim. We must protect the breath of creation with all our might.
Okay. They already tried to attack this one. We're just going to go and stop them one more time.
Your forces are under attack.
These poor guys going the wrong way. Gotta get those Liberator kills. Let's go. Getting the auto heal on Liberators is good too. I just like how fast they can siege up.
Status report.
It's really, really good. So yeah, we'll do this one and then we'll do this one back here. I think this is the cave. Like, they each kind of have their own little theme, you'll notice.
Confirm that last.
Nuclear missile ready.
And one of them is like, they spawn from caves, and one of them is a lot of ton of Banshees, stuff like that.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, great. So let's,
The Protoss are firing on a device again.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine, dog. Don't worry. And again, we want to throw down a couple just in case some stuff gets through. And I don't know which angles they come from in order to hit this one, so I'm just going to kind of cluster up here, and then I'll move my remaining Liberators into position as necessary. So hit it, Nova.
Activating the next device now. Got any tech to make it go faster, Rigel?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay, that seems prudent. I think the way we've got things set up now is pretty good. And then we can throw down some additional turrets just to kind of cover the front, and then also give me some healing devices. And I mean, we're all sieged up, so I think, yeah, this is it. And then we've got the Goliaths covering us, and then our SCVs are going to frantically try to repair these, these silly turrets. But that's fine. That's what they're here for.
Say again?
Okay, I'd say we're in pretty good positions here. I'm going to take Nova and go and nuke the next area so that we can go for it straight away after this. So, like, right there.
Time to clean them out. Confirm that last.
I even have another nuke after this one that I can use. Again, there's only one more after this, so let's just nuke one more time. We don't really need Nova's help. We have a almost maxed out army. Get more Liberators. More tanks, more Goliaths, and then I guess like it doesn't hurt to just have some Marines. You know what? Let's get some Banshees. They're pretty good anti-ground. Granted, we have a ton of good anti-ground here, but it could be better is what I'm saying.
Commander, this canister is good to go back to the ship. Agreed.
Okay, and we're just going to immediately go and grab the last one.
Say again? Confirm
And if the
that last.
Tal'Darim try to go and attack a device, we can intercept their attacks. Okay, SCVs. You know what, Nova? Go and get this, Go and get this, Vespene pallet. I'm obsessed with getting all the pallets. They're so useful. It's another Tal'Darim attack. We should be fine. Since Nova's close, I can run her up here. This is why we set up all these turrets, though. In fact, our turrets will be able to take this stuff out, I think. As long as it doesn't outrange that stuff. Okay, so let's head on over here. There is a single enemy tank up here that we have to kill.
Obliterate an extraction device. Show them the full extent of our power.
The last device is firing up. We're almost done here. Reporting for action.
Okay, you all need to back up. We're gonna get the tanks up here. Whoa, that's the wrong way, please. So we got, yeah, this is the caves themed one. The one in the upper left is like the, is like the air one. There's like an infestor one.
Those overlords are carrying additional forces.
Okay, they're coming in with extra stuff, but that's fine. We're wiping them out real fast. Cover the front, please. And then Nova, we're just going to use to nuke incoming Tal'Darim. Oh, I don't have a nuke. That's right.
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, I'll lure them up here. Thought I had a nuke. I guess not. That's okay. Got enough anti-air. We should be able to take care of this stuff. Not my Ravens. I'm just going to use Nova to kill the Tempests, and we have some leftover Goliaths. Well, lots of leftover Goliaths, really. This thing's taken, like, no damage. We're still at 182 supply. Not too worried. Both of our bases are fully mined out at this point. Almost fully mined out here. So you can see how much leftover resources we have. It's like we can't really afford to make anything else if we wanted to, so... Yeah, throw down some spider mines. Go ahead. Good stuff. I do really like the healing drone that the Raven has.
Status report.
Try to use that more often in the future.
Impossible. This primitive creature has defeated our forces.
Yes, twice now. Where is High Lord Alarak?
Vespene Geyser.
Nova, it appears that despite my doubts, you have emerged the victor. The Terrazine you have gathered will lead you to the defenders of man, provided it does not destroy your primitive consciousness.
That's reassuring. How should I contact you once I know where they are?
When the time comes, I will know.
There we go. 735 kills with Liberators. We needed 500. We did not lose any extraction devices to the Tal'Darim. Good stuff. We got our 2 bonus objectives. Again, this is a longer mission, but I think we did it pretty efficiently. You can do it faster, especially if you're competing with the Tal'Darim and getting that friendly competition mastery to not kill any of the Tal'Darim. You basically have to blitz the objectives very, very quickly. And then also, you just have to let them destroy your base as well, because you can't kill any of them. So again, it's kind of straight at odds with this Save the Whales objective achievement, so I just ignored that. Anyway, we did it. Good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye now.